Everyone, welcome to Jason's Creations, October 2020. I'm here in the kitchen and we're making some easy to make homemade caramel sauce. Good for dipping apples or putting on top of things. My assistant Allie is with me.
Hi.
Hello. And what we have here is a heavy bottom saucepan, and we're just above medium heat. And we're gonna need very simple ingredients. This is 2 cups sugar. Everyone say 2 cups sugar.
2 cups sugar.
And we're gonna be melting down this sugar. So as you can see, it's 6:04 on the clock. There's starting to be clumps in here. We've been cooking over a light medium this sugar for about 4 to 5 minutes. And we'll pause and give you an update, but we wanna melt this sugar down into a liquid. And while we're melting this, just a point of reference for what you're going to need later, we have 2 cups of regular sugar. You're going to need 12 tablespoons of really good butter. Make sure to use good butter because you get what you pay for when it comes to caramel. We're going to need 1 cup of cream. We're using heavy cream. And then 2 teaspoons. There's 2 teaspoons of ground sea salt. So again, 2 cups of sugar, 12 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of cream, and 2 teaspoons of sea salt. We'll be back with some melted sugar in a minute. We're about halfway through the melting process, which takes 15 minutes or so. You'll see the sugar will start to kind of darken and crystallize into clumps. This is totally okay. We'll bring it back once it's into the dark brown liquid that we're looking for. So we've been melting the sugar now for almost 15 minutes. As you can see, it is very melted. We want to make sure and get all the sugar clumps out. But this is what your sugar should look like as we head into the melted stage. All right, we went exactly 15 minutes and this is perfect. This is how you want it to look. You can see that it's melted and it's a clearish brown. So we're going to remove it from the heat. And next we're going to take our butter and we're going to add it, once it's removed, into the caramel mixture, and it's going to start to have a chemical reaction. This is normal. And we just want to mix this butter. We're actually using Tillamook.
It's foggy now.
Tillamook butter, unsalted. You want to use high quality butter. It will give you a great flavor. And we're going to stir this until we're ready to show you the next phase. We've had our butter into the melted sugar now for just about a minute, and look at this beautiful thickness and texture we're starting to get. That's what we're after, so we're going to let it cool just a little bit, and you'll see that it's starting to get thick and peaky. And this is just the 2 cups of sugar mixed with your room temperature 12 tablespoon butter. We've been stirring this for just a couple minutes, maybe 2 or 3. And as it cools, the butter and the sugar react, and you can see, look at this beautiful texture that we're getting.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's caramely. We're going to stir it for just a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the next ingredient. Okay, so we've been mixing the caramel now for a little less than 5 minutes, and if you'll take a look at just how great that is. Look at that texture. It's the thickness of caramel you want. It's at a good temperature. We want to have it so that when I pull it up, we want to have a little bit of fight back, but not too much. And now we're going to add the cream. So 1 cup of cream, we're using heavy whipping cream. We're going to pour that in, and we'll commence mixing again. Now this is going to give it a little bit more, it's going to cool first of all, as you can see, and then it's going to start to make it a little bit more sticky. And we'll mix this up and we'll come back to you in just a moment. And while we're mixing this gently, we put the last ingredient in, which is the 2 teaspoons of sea salt. It's going to give it a little bit of texture and take some of the sweetness out and give it a really nice caramely flavor. It's gonna be good. Be in a little bit here. And now, as you can see, we have a great caramel sauce. We're going to pour it into a glass jar. This sauce is great for ice cream, pouring over apple pie. We're gonna probably use it for some apples. Another great thing is, if you do this right, at the bottom, you'll run into some caramel treasures too. So while it is a sauce, there'll be some little chunks of caramel left for you that are amazing. Here's one here. You can enjoy actual caramels as well. So as you can see, we have a whole jar of homemade caramel sauce. It smells delicious, it tastes delicious, and we did all this in right about 25 to 30 minutes. So thanks for watching Jason's Creations, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.